you know, sometimes I just hop on YouTube and kind of just find videos and they pique my interest. And today, that's one of them videos. I just found a video that piqued my interest. It's by Some Ordinary Gamers. They got 3.3 million subscribers, and I've never heard it in my life. But for some odd reason, this video came up on my timeline. This video right here, YouTube needs to remove this channel. I'm on YouTube a lot. What channel are we talking about here? Let's go ahead and just get into this. Because I have no clue. No clue whatsoever. Hey. Get your kids out the room watching this one.
Hello guys and gals, me Mutahar. Normally I don't do this, I have a million disclaimers, but before we get into it, I don't want anybody that's covered in this video to face any form of, if you will, harassment, any form of, ridicule, or any form of targeted, harassment in any capacity. I don't want any engagement to this individual at all, and I don't condone it, and
You already know this is gonna be tough then. If he's coming at you like that, it's gonna be tough.
I don't endorse it at all in any capacity. Because what we're covering is very, very heated topics emotionally. Also, I'm going to make sure this video is covered under fair use principles very well. I'm going to have it looked over, and honestly, if it gets falsely DMCA'd, I will be fighting back. Under fair use principles, we're allowed to use a certain degree of content and then commentate on it, okay? Under fair use, all right? I'm allowed to commentate on it, I'm allowed to analyze it and respond to it. But of course, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into this whole scenario. The reason why I'm bringing this up so hardcore is because today's rabbit hole is quite deep. Now, I'm going to rip the band-aid off real quickly, and I'm going to play a clip for you, okay? And after that clip, we're going to be diving a little deep. So sit back, relax, and just process this.
The truth about pedophilia is that it is really subject to all of the details of what it is exactly in full context. Like incest in our previous episode, pedophilia in itself is completely righteous. It is harm-free.
I'm going to stop that right there.
I'm gonna stop that right there. What the fuck is going on? YouTube. What the fuck is going on?
Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is this is like 20 seconds out of an 8-minute and 42-second video. Now, I know that some people in the comments will be like, but Muta, where's the context in the situation? I don't believe there's really any context in the world to truly answer what we just heard. Now, of course, in this video, all right, this already violates YouTube's terms of services for this channel specifically. The channel in question is The Purpose with Josiah G. Mizukami. Josiah Mizukami is the actual person of today that we're watching. Now, this person has talked about how incest and has used the word righteous with pedophilia and incest combined. Now, if you look at YouTube's terms of services, you can actually see in this situation that YouTube, all right, what this means, if you're posting content that violates this policy, okay? So one of them is incest or the promotion of incest. Now, I think when you use the words incest and righteous together, it almost sounds like it's a promotion of. And of course, that's not okay. This is not good. Okay. Incest is actually very illegal. It's not a good situation. And also, pedophilia is wrong too. If we look at YouTube's child safety policy, okay, let's look at that together. All right, if you think about it, do not post content on YouTube if it fits any of the descriptions. So things such as the sexualization, obviously, that's not okay. All right, harmful or dangerous acts involving, which, ladies and gentlemen, pedophilia is very harmful and dangerous. If you look at the Merriam-Webster definition of it, it's a perversion in which children are the preferred object sexually. Not okay, not good whatsoever. This is harming of children, okay? It is what it is. Infliction of emotional distress. Content that could cause minor participants or viewers emotional distress. Exposing minors to mature themes.
Facts.
Look, I'm pretty sure that pedophilia is pretty mature to expose any minor to. And the reason why I'm so hard on this, these kind of ideologies need a severe pushback simply because the actual core ideology in this case is so harmful to minors.
I don't know what happened to the video.
People who cannot emotionally or physically consent to these things. It is not something to be normalized. This is an illegal activity, and it's a...
He must have to black out some stuff or whatnot, but it comes back.
Harmful activity that leaves life-lasting harm to the people that it's intended to, the people that it's targeted towards. It's messed up, and it needs to absolutely be called out and pushed back against, no matter what. I do not want to be part of a world and an internet where a sick activity like this is ever normalized in any capacity. Now, of course, to further go down the entire laundry list of evidence that this channel violates YouTube Terms of Services with, I'm going to go to another video on this, okay? The Purpose, Episode 52, The Truth About Zoophilia. Now, again, I don't have to explain to you what zoophilia is. It is the attraction in the worst ways to animals. This isn't like, oh, that dog is real cute. This is, oh yeah, that dog is real cute, and oh my god, I'm going to commit a crime by violating it. Zoophilia, bestiality, is a crime, and you should not participate in it, okay? Again, I'm being very verbose, so if YouTube watches this video, I don't get the community guideline strike, because guess what? I do not promote anything. We don't promote pedophilia, zoophilia, bestiality, anything illegal. So let's watch this.
This episode is entitled The Truth About Zoophilia.
All right, we're getting into it, okay? The RPM's at 1,000.
Now, what is zoophilia, if that's a new word for you? Zoophilia is talking about an attraction between human beings and animals.
We're going to go look up the actual definition right now. All right, the official one. All right, I'm just going to go right to the internet. Let's get the Merriam-Webster definition, okay?
I ain't gonna care with you. This shit right here, whoever this man is right here needs to be locked up. That man there is creepy.
Definition of zoophilia is an erotic fixation on animals that may result in sexual excitement through real or imagined contact. Yeah, this guy's trying to make it out like, oh yeah, do you like your dog or cat? No. Let's use the actual definition, as dirty as it is.
Now, this is something that we all share in a wonderful and natural way. A type
No, we don't. No, we do not.
Of natural attraction to our family, to the rest of us, you could say, the entire living organism. Like if you enjoy watching shows that are on different channels like Discovery Channel or Shark Week, or if you enjoy My Little Pony or Ninja Turtles and
No. This is not the same as, oh, I like watching National Geographic animal documentaries, or I'm a brony, or guess what, guys? I like the Ninja Turtles. Last time I watched the Ninja Turtles.
Is this nigga dead ass? Is this nigga dead ass?
Turtles, I was excited about the action sequences in the story, not about which turtle I wanted to get it on with, okay? We're redlining, okay? We're at 7,000 RPM. The engine is going bust.
It has actually been recorded and been talked about and been illustrated throughout humankind's history. It's been going on for a very long period of time, and it is something that in itself is beautiful.
Bestiality or promotion of bestiality? I don't know, all right? Lawyers of YouTube's community guidelines. What the does that sound like? Is that the promotion?
And these types of relationships can be just like a relationship between a man and a woman. Something loving and completely natural. Something, of course, that should be harm-free. The same core law, the same universal law, you could say, applies to all things. And what you could call zoophilia or bestiality is the same.
When we hear the
Pack.
Whoa.
Pack this nigga up. I don't want to hear that shit ever again in my life. Ever again.
words harm-free, I hate the idea of constantly conflating these definitions between each other. Let's be real, zoophilia is related to a mental disorder regarding the attraction of animals. Bestiality is in fact a crime. That is very, very illegal depending on which state you live in, okay? The legalities vary, but it always usually falls under animal abuse. Now, of course, going in further, for context's sake, and obviously to give the most fair representation to anybody that I come across, obviously he then tries to make a distinction between, like, you know, obvious animal abuse and, like, I guess loving, and like loving your animal, like, you know, in a normal platonic way, it seems. So let's actually listen to this.
Some things that you could witness on this planet are not harm-free. And that is one thing that you all have a responsibility to stand up and address with me. Every one of you watching this, if you aren't already here helping me share this good word and this truth and provide the restoration of God's natural systems, you could say the way the universe was intended to work, you should return, you could say, to the family's best interest. Stand up, say no to harmful acts.
Now, of course, if
What God do you worship that's telling you to go out there and go fuck animals and reproduce with animals? Yeah, I'm looking for him. I'm not saying that I'm about that life. I'm saying that I'm confused on what you looking for. That shit is fucking crazy. This nigga is trying to okay bestiality.
If Josiah is mentioning that, hey, you know, say no to bad actions, why is it that when this person comments on the video saying animals cannot consent, obviously implying animals cannot give consent for sexual, you know, things, anything of that nature, Josiah says, yeah, they can. They have freedom of choice as well. Please stop trying to reduce the rights of other beings. Correct yourself for your own best interests and the best interests of all people. And then, of course, they get into this talk about, like, sky view design and all this shit. Now, I have to imagine, okay, ladies and gentlemen, there's no other way to interpret this. When you literally read the words animals cannot consent and somebody says, yes, they can, it's just, I don't really know what to believe other than, it is baffling. Even if you try to give people...
That's the question right there. That's the question right there. Can an animal consent? Look, I'm finna sound real nasty right now. But can an animal like back that thing up or some shit like that? They kind of start twerking they whatever or whatnot. They get wet, some shit like that. Let you know they about to come or some shit. Even if so, that's some sick ass shit. There's billions of people in the world. Go have sex with your same species. You can pay somebody. You ain't got the bread? Come holler at your boy. I'll take you to a party. I just don't get it. I really don't. When I say, ooh, that cat look pretty, I ain't talking about no cat. I'm talking about that juice box. You ain't talking about, nah, bump that. Bump that. Bump that. I have no clue why people do this shit. Bestiality, it's just, fuck that shit. Fuck that shit.
Reasonable, like, doubt and sorry, the benefit of the doubt. After you read this, it's just like, it just leaves a bad rot in your head. Now, to go back to the whole kid stuff, you might recognize this one character he's talking to from the EDP capture. And now, this is where they're going to be discussing what is the definition of consent and this person's belief on age of consent. So listen very carefully here. It's really disturbing.
Okay, so the line is the point that I'm getting to, which is so beautiful, is that in that law itself, or the wording of that, consent, right? You can look up the definition of what is consent. Consent is the freedom of choice of the individual. And so the purpose of a democracy is for people to all vote for what is
right. But do you think
best.
Do you think like if a 5-year-old says yes, like if a 5-year-old says yes to something like this, like if
Pack him up ain't even strong enough for words. Fire range this guy. This nigga started smiling. Firing range this nigga. Fuck this dude right here. This nigga right here. Fuck this nigga. Fuck this nigga.
an adult says, "Hey, do you want to try kissing, or do you want to try touching?" and the 5-year-old says yes, do you think that should be legal?
Yes, absolutely. If the 5-year-old says yes, then they are actually giving their democratic vote, and that is their right. So as long as it's harm-free, it is perfect.
So it's good to know the difference, and that is one reason why I am sharing this video with all of you, to help restore your natural godship, your natural power, to understand the difference.
What do you mean restricting your love out of fear? Okay, let's just be honest.
What type of timing is this man on? This ain't even demon timing, bro. This is like, I don't even know the words. Like Wayne said, Webster, make some more words to describe this shit, 'cause I can't describe it. It's beyond demonic. It's sickening. It is really sickening.
Honest about this, okay? You can love everyone in the world. You don't have to use definitions that literally refer to sexual attraction. Again, I absolutely don't understand why this person is being vague. In some cases, they're trying to sound like the normal voice of reason. Look, any form of attraction to minors and then acting on that attraction is bad. Minors do not have the ability to consent. Minors do not have the mental capacity to consent, the emotional capacity to consent to such an act either. That is why you are not allowed to do these kind of activities with them. This is a criminal action, a criminal activity. Do not try to play fast and loose with definitions and say that some aspects of it are okay. This is a illegal activity and should not be normalized under any capacity.
What my man said right there.
Simple as that. Yeah, just wrote an entire email out to YouTube just to basically let them know that things are not exactly the best on this channel. Anyways, let's get back to it. Now, of course, coming back to Josiah Mizukami, I wanted to add as much context as I could to this situation. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get to the actual second part of this video. Now, the more I looked up this Josiah G. Mizukami character, the more I realized things were very weird. Now, the reason this all sort of started is I was actually tipped off about some goofy-ass cryptocurrency, no joke. Now, this all led me to a place known as universalconsciousness.net.
Okay.
So, of course, for anybody that doesn't know what universal consciousness is, it talks about the governing democratic voting system, GDVS. So, again, the more I looked into it, the more it just looked like generic crypto, like random, like, stock footage thrown together. And of course, one of the things that people showed me was gold coin, which was the stable, transparent, and harm-free coin. Again, you see the words harm-free constantly used throughout this. But of course, gold coin is currency perfected. It is secure, stable, appreciating, and all transactions are permanently listed publicly for total transparency. Every possible exchange is pre-approved. Again, I don't know how this much would fall against like YouTube's guidelines regarding spam, scams, and deceptive practices. I don't really think that the terms used here, like stable, appreciating, are truly legitimate terms for this coin that I can't see anywhere. But of course, it led me to this person's character, and the way that I found those videos was going down the rabbit hole of clicking onto their channel here, and then effectively looking throughout their entire videos. And it just wasn't pretty when I was actually down here. Of course, that's just a general...
Stop going down these rabbit holes. I'm gonna say that right now. Stop going down these rabbit holes. I mean, yes and no, because sometimes we need to kind of like figure out who some of these people are. But some rabbit holes, really, you spend all your time just like digging up information on this one nigga? That's the only thing that I'm gonna say on that one. Like, in some points, it's like, yeah, I'm glad you did that. And in some points, it's like, nigga, that's just creepy.
General explanation that I have to give. Now, this channel constantly states that it's like it's a series that details how the universe works and illustrates what everyone's individual and universal purpose is. Of course, the more you look into this whole thing, the more you realize that this person actually believes themselves to be God, literally titling one of their videos, The Purpose, episode 105, Your True Messiah and God in Human Form.
Aloha everyone, and welcome back to The Purpose. I'm Josiah G. Mizukami, your true Messiah of Earth, a God in human form, and...
Yeah, I just wanted you to
Where's my exit button?
know that that was actually part of the video and not just in the title. Yes, this person actually believes themselves to be a god. So at this point, I was a little surprised. I was wondering, I'm looking at some weird gold currency,
Can I get out of here?
the democratic voting system, and then this person believing them to be a lord. It almost feels like I've come across some sort of cult, if you will, just right here on YouTube. But of course, I think some of the most egregious stuff we've went past.
My man talks like a cult leader. My man literally talks like, hi, come follow me to my death or whatnot. I'm going to probably sacrifice myself to prove to the world that we're not sheep. So come join me in my pizza delivery service, where we have communion every Thursday at 7 p.m. because my boss is not there. Thank you.
Now, Josiah Mizukami is a pretty popular individual. This person I've been able to track has existed all over like Indonesian, Singaporean television, so it's not like this person is unknown. I don't know why somebody like this is all of a sudden just sitting on this sleeper channel uploading this kind of content to like a...
And he's a foreign celebrity or whatnot who actually got famous and flipped out. Like, imagine if like... Who would be... Like, imagine, like, Denzel flipped out or whatnot and just try to turn, like, everybody in America Muslim. But when I say flip, I ain't saying Muslim wrong. I'm saying flipped out. Like, he actually, like, went crazy. That's what this dude right here is doing. He's going crazy right now.
A few hundred views every time. Why somebody would speak this kind of shit is insane. I also found a Fundly campaign for this universal
Even with the speaking of the whole child thing, I think this nigga trying to make a new religion.
democratic voting system, where it seems like they're trying to raise $100 million with about 812 days left over. So you got a couple of years to make sure this is funded. Now, of course, $0 have been raised, but they actually notify their websites as Skyview Design and universalconsciousness.net. Now, some of these websites have the ability for you to log in. I would not recommend you do that, simply because I don't want you to give any form of information to websites like this whatsoever. And of course, these websites all sort of showcase this guy as this really popular character. So again, they've been in a bunch of places. They've been emceeing at a bunch of events. They're like an actual big-time model. They're like an American Malaysian model. And apparently these photos seem to be genuinely real. So whoever this person is, they're pretty big news in a different side of the world. Or at least I thought. Because I tried Googling their name too, and I literally couldn't find anything related to their modeling. It just seems like this person exists on the internet, and it seems like a lot of their posts are literally existed to make some level of like, it's just like SEO optimized material. Even looking at the comments for some of these videos, which by the way have ads running on them, so clearly YouTube does not give that much of a crap about what's in the title or description or checking the transcript because they just have ads running on it. I don't think the channel is actually monetized because they fall well underneath the monetization threshold. This seems like it's actually content that's just YouTube is just auto-added in some capacity. But of course, you can go down over here and you can start to see some of the replies really weird too. For instance, Sophia here says, sorry, pedophilia is not feeling love for children. You cannot be more wrong. It's a sexual desire. Yes, that's the definition. So, of course, Josiah responds with, aloha, I understand that there's a mix of definitions from different people on what pedophilia is, and I can assure you that loving children in all ways that are natural, including accepting love from children in all ways that are natural, including harm-free pedophilia, there's no such thing as harm-free. It's harmful, actually. There are many examples of harm-free, and I know many people in many forms of life that enjoy healthy relationships with children and older people. So, of course, let's get down here a little bit, okay? So first off, I want to know what the hell this last sentence had to do with it. You also don't need to study on how you feel personally, and I have accepted many loving relationships. Wait. You also don't need to study to know how you feel personally. And I have accepted many loving relationships with young women that many would consider children in beautiful ways, and am currently in relationships that are sexual with women that could be considered children. Yeah, I feel like with an admission like that, this person not only needs to be removed off the platform.
Pack. Do I even have...
platform, but be investigated by the Federal Bureau at this point. This is clearly criminal activity that you may or may not be admitting to. And why would you ever say that on YouTube publicly? I'm baffled. This cannot be real. All of this stuff is truly disgusting, okay? What Josiah was talking about regarding pedophilia and zoophilia are absolutely disgusting things to witness. And it's stuff that honestly falls well beneath what's accepted on YouTube and what's allowed based on the terms of services. And this person should be removed from the platform. And I'm saying this very wholeheartedly.
Yes, pack this man up.
Because the kind of things that they promote and they preach are absolutely wrong, and it's this kind of stuff that I feel like kind of normalizes it to individuals who watch this kind of content when it's treated with such a voice of reason. You know, this kind, pedophilia, zoophilia, any of these things, these crimes should not be normalized, and we should not accept the society where this kind of harm towards children is normalized in any capacity. I think everyone of any side of the political spectrum or any side of anything can all come and agree together that harming kids, harming animals is entirely wrong. And this kind of behavior should never be normalized. These kinds of, you know, these kinds of videos should not really exist on the platform. They really shouldn't. They serve no purpose. If anything, they're just promoting an incredibly illicit, illegal activity to anybody out there, all right? Anybody that's like susceptible to just listening to a video and taking it for face value. Ladies and gentlemen, this is one of the most disgusting people I've seen on the internet, one of the most disgusting people who has promoted some of the most disgusting principles on this platform. And, you know, I've sat and reported it to YouTube. Maybe it might get taken down, maybe it won't. But honestly, it's just disgusting to come across. Ladies and gentlemen, this is me, Mutahar, and I'm not even going to ask you if you like what you saw. This is just... I need to go take a walk. I need like a 2-hour-long drive to process what...
And I agree with him completely. All that shit right there, but now, like, I have nieces, I have little sisters, I have all that shit or whatnot. Let a nigga try to come tell me, oh, it's all okay. She said it's okay. Nah, bump that. Get your old ass on somewhere. Man, I swear to God, bro, I'd honey bun punch a nigga like this. Don't come at me. Don't come at me and my family with that type of shit. I ain't even got an outro for this, cause that shit got me riled up, man. I'm dead ass like trying to stay quiet, cause I don't want to wake up my neighbors and have them pissed off at me. I'm dead ass trying to contain my anger right now. fuck this nigga, fuck what you ever did. I hope that you get caught and that you get buried under a fucking basement or whatnot, buried under fucking gym, or the jail or whatnot, cause you are a low life. Preying on little girls like that, preying on little kids, and making it seem like it's okay. Posting YouTube videos and making it seem like it's okay. Get your ass up out of here, man. Pack this nigga up.